welcome to practice, and it's been a beautiful day today, so we're going to be guiding this yoga practice outdoors this evening. I'm Andrea and I'm a yoga instructor in training, and I'll be guiding you through a hatha based yoga practice. So breath-based hatha yoga is about uniting polar opposites, the sun and the moon, masculine and feminine energy, and the right and left sides of the body, and bringing them into unity and balance. We'll be using long, steady breaths that will guide the movement and envelope the movement, and we'll be using Ujjayi breathing, known as the victorious breath, and that's breath that sounds like the ocean, and the breath is the movement and movement is the breath. To demonstrate Ujjayi breathing, it's the breathing that you can hear in the back of your throat. So if you think about the sound that you make when you're trying to clean your sunglasses, and you go so that is Ujjayi breathing, and it should be steady inhale and exhales. So before we start the practice today, I'm just going to lead you through a short grounding exercise. So if you sit comfortably, lengthen your spine and bring your crown up towards the sky, and I'd invite you to close your eyes if you'd like to, and then just start to consciously be aware of your body. Feel how your body, the base of your body grounding into the earth. Be aware, take your awareness to how your body is feeling today. Notice any signs of tension or any areas that may need a bit more attention, and then just start to inhale and exhale. And as you inhale, feel the rib cage rise, and as you exhale, feel the abdomen draw in. Inhale and exhale. So inhale, receptivity from the moon, and exhale, strength from the sun. And now, if you can, listen for sounds in your near vicinity and focus on a sound that's far away. And now focus on a sound that's closer towards you. And then when you're ready, start to bring the awareness back into your body. Wiggle your toes and fingers. Maybe sway the body a little from side to side, and forward and backward. And then gently open your eyes, and when you're ready, join me standing up on the mat. So we'll start with a standing flow using Ujjayi breathing. So standing hip width apart on the mat. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead, look up, stretch up, and exhale, return the hands to side. Inhale, reach up, stretch up, and exhale, hands to side. Inhale, reach up, stretch up, lengthen the spine, lift the crown up, the palms are facing each other, and then with the next exhale, hinge at the hips and take the hands down to the toes. Inhale to come up and exhale, hands to feet. Inhale, reach up, stretch up, and exhale, hands to feet. And then on the next inhale, bring the hands to Anjali Mudra, heart position. And from here we're going to do 6 rounds of sun salutation, so 3 on each leg. And in yoga we always start working on the left leg. So if you come towards the top of the mat, feet hip width apart, take the hands to prayer position. Inhale, reach up, stretch up, and exhale, hands to feet. Your fingers should be in line with the toes, and take the left foot back into a low lunge, lift up, look up, and exhale. Take the feet back together, draw the hips up to the sky and bring the chest down towards the floor. In your first downward dog, you may want to pedal the feet, and then holding the breath, bring the knees gently to the mat into cat pose. Then bend the elbows, bring the head and chest through and push up into cobra. Exhale, lift the body, lift the hips back into downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward between the knees into a low lunge, and exhale, feet hip width apart, standing forward fold. Inhale, lift up, stretch up, and exhale, hands to heart position. So we'll do that a bit quicker now. Inhale and exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, right big low lunge. Exhale, downward dog, holding the breath. Bring the feet gently to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, chin up, open the sternum. Exhale. Inhale, reach up, stretch up, and exhale, hands to heart position. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold the breath. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot between the hands, and exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, right knee back. Bring the shoulders away from the ears, look up, open the sternum. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up, chest down towards the floor. Hold the breath in cat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, low lunge on the right leg. Exhale. Inhale, reach up, and exhale. Hands into prayer position, and just one more round on each side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. And now keep the eyes closed and let your breath return to its natural rhythm, and feel the impact and effect that sequence has had on your body. And from here we're going to move into wide-legged forward fold. So if you take your feet wide apart on the mat, balance the body weight between the legs, press the big toes into the mat to bring the tailbone down, and on the inhale take the arms up over the head, and exhale, bring the hands onto the midline. Inhale to come up, and exhale, hands to floor. If your hands don't reach here, you can use a block, so whatever is comfortable for you. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And we're going to stay here for a few rounds of breath. Deep Ujjayi breathing. On every inhale, feel the chest rise, and every exhale, draw the abdomen in, and use the exhale to soften and deepen the pose. And inhale to come out of the pose. And from here we're going to move into Trikonasana, triangle pose. So turn the left foot towards the short edge of the mat and take the right heel and move it back slightly. Inhale, bring the arms up to shoulder height, and then as you exhale, look over the left fingers, lean forward, and then take the hand down to the shin. Bring the right arm up towards the sky, and look towards the right fingers. Inhale to come out of the pose, and exhale. Try to bring the shoulders back and lift the sternum. Inhale to come out. Exhale. Inhale. And then we'll hold the pose for 4 rounds of breath. In this pose, your hands can be here on your shin, or they can be down to the floor, to the heel. So wherever feels comfortable for you today. And you may feel the stretch all the way down the right side of the body. Inhale to come out of the pose, and then we'll repeat that on the other leg. So turn the right heel, right toes out, and turn the left heel back. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to move into the pose. Inhale to come out. Exhale. Try to press into the outer edge of the left foot. Inhale to come out. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then stay here for 4 rounds of breath. Inhale to come out of the pose. And then from here we're going to move into tree pose. So stay with your feet hip width apart, and then start to take the body weight into the left foot. Imagine that your left leg is growing roots down into the floor. And inhale, bring the hands to heart, and then bring the right leg and place it either here on your calf or here against your thigh, so wherever is comfortable for you. And inhale, reach up, and fix your gaze on a spot in the distance, drishti, that will help with your balance. Exhale to come out. Inhale, lady, exhale, and then stay here for 3 rounds of breath. Inhale, then bring the knee back in to come out of the pose. And then we'll repeat that on the other leg. We'll take the weight into the right leg, hands to heart position. You may notice that you're more wobbly on one side than the other. To help with your stability, if you try to press the shin and the foot against each other. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. And then we'll hold the pose for 4 rounds of breath. Slowly come out of the pose. From here we're going to move into Uttasana, chair pose, so same starting position. And then as you inhale, sit back in your heels as if you're sitting down into a chair. And exhale to come out. Inhale, arms up by the ears above the head, and exhale. Inhale and exhale, and then on the next round we're going to hold the pose. Inhale, inhale to come out of the pose. And then from here we're going to move into Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. So your legs should be wide apart on the mat. And turn the left toes up towards the short edge of the mat and turn the right heel backwards. Take your hips and turn them towards the short edge of the mat. Inhale to come up, and then exhale. Bring the hands down to the floor and bend the knee. Try to make sure that the knee is above the ankle and you're not overextending, because that can cause joint injuries. Inhale to come up and exhale to come down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Stay here in the aesthetic pose for 4 rounds of breath. Breathe deeply and smile. And inhale to come out of the pose, and then we'll take that on the other side. So turn the right toes up towards the short edge of the mat and turn the right heel backwards. Turn the hips. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Try to sink deep into the front right knee. Press into the back edge of the left foot and you may feel the stretch all through your legs and thighs. And when you're ready, slowly come out of the pose. And now we'll move into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. So the legs are still wide apart on the mat. Turn the left foot toes up towards the short edge of the mat, and the heel should be in line with the middle of the foot, and your hips should be facing the long edge of the mat. Inhale, arms up to shoulder height, and then exhale, bend the left knee, look over the left fingertips. Try to pull the left fingers and the right fingers apart and lift your sternum. Exhale to come out. Inhale and exhale. Exhale. Inhale to come out of the pose and exhale. Again, make sure that your knee doesn't come over the ankle. If it does, take your legs wider apart. And inhale to come out of the pose, and then we'll take that to the other side. So turn the left toes out and the right toes in. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lean into the stretch. Inhale to come out. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Remember to lift the chest and lift the crown up to the ceiling or the sky and pull the fingers apart. Deep Ujjayi breathing. And inhale to come out of the pose. And from here we're going to move down onto the mat into kneeling positions, and we're going to go through a short flow. So if you start in Marijanasana, cat pose, and then from here push up back into downward dog, and then inhale into cat pose, and then push through and up, inhale into cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, cat pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Cat pose. Into asana. Cat pose. Downward dog. Cat pose. And then from here we'll move into Marijanasana. So you're on the mat on all fours, so your knees should be hip width apart and your hands should be shoulder width apart with your fingers spread on the mat. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift the head up towards the sky. And as you exhale, curl the back up like a cat. Inhale, drop the belly and look up. Exhale, push into all fingers, and exhale, curl the spine. Inhale. and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, and then return to sitting position. And then from here we're going to move into bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. So if you start lying on your back and bend your knees and bring your heels in so that your fingertips can touch your heels and you're level on the floor. And then as inhale, lift. Firstly, make sure that your shoulders are on the mat. Bring your shoulder blades in together. Inhale, lift the arms up past the head, behind the head, and rest them on the floor. Lift the buttocks and hips up towards the sky. And exhale to come out of the pose. Inhale to come up. Press the feet into the floor. Lift the chest. Exhale to come down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And then stay here for 4 rounds of breath. You're pressing the soles of the feet into the floor, lifting the core, the buttocks, the hips up towards the sky. Slowly roll the body back down to the floor and take the legs out to the side into a mini Shavasana, and just take a few rounds of breath and let your body recover from the effects of the posture. And then from here we're going to move into Shavasana, shoulder stand. So from the same starting position as bridge pose, on the next inhale you're going to lift the legs up into the sky. So inhale, push up, take the hands to the waist and push the legs up straight towards the sky. Break the toes. And chin is tucked. And then we'll go through a few dynamic movements. So inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And then just stay here and breathe. And then bring the knees into the head, place the hands down on the mat and support your body as you roll down vertebra by vertebra. And then from here we're going to move into Halasana, plow pose. So I'll do a quick demonstration for that before we get into the posture. So starting in the same position as bridge. So inhale to come up, legs up to the sky. Then bring the knees to the head. And then on the exhale, take each foot down behind the head and place them on the floor. And you can have your hands here on your waist or you can have them straight out on the mat, or you can have them clasped together on the floor, so wherever feels best for you. And you're trying to straighten your legs behind your head. If this is too much for you, you can put your feet onto a block and then stay here for a few rounds of breath. Take the knees back into the head and slowly roll the body back down onto the floor. And then we'll take a mini shavasana, which is really important to do after any inversion, so you've had the blood flowing in the opposite direction in the body. And from here we're going to move into Matsya Asana, fish pose. So still lying back on the mat, you're going to take your palms down and place them under your buttocks. Your shoulders are on the floor, and try and bring the arms in and your shoulder blades together. And on the inhale, you're going to bend the elbows and push the body up on the elbows and take the crown of the head and place that on the mat. The majority of the weight is on your elbows, so you're just resting your head lightly on the mat. Inhale to come out of the pose. Exhale. Inhale to come out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then we're going to stay here for a few rounds of breath. Inhale to come out of the pose. And then when you're ready, in your own time, move onto your front body. And we're going to move into cobra pose. So place the hands shoulder width apart on the floor with the fingers spread. Your legs should be together with your toes pointed. And then as you inhale, lift the head and upper body off the floor. The elbows should be in towards the body. And exhale to come down. Inhale to come up. And exhale to come down. Inhale, lift up, stretch up, try to bring the shoulders away from the ears, open the sternum, take the gaze up to the sky, exhale to come out. And then on the next inhale, we're going to stay for 4 rounds of breath. So when you're ready, inhale to come up. Exhale to come out. And you may want to take some recovery after that pose. So if you place your hands one on top of each other and just rest the head on the hands and take a few deep natural breaths. And from here we're going to move into locust pose, Shalabhasana. So if you place the hands underneath the thighs, your head should be resting on the mat, and then and your legs are together and toes are pointed. On the inhale, lift the lower legs from the floor, and exhale to come down. Your pelvis must remain on the floor at all times. Inhale to come up, and exhale to come out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then on the next repetition we're going to hold the pose for 4 rounds of breath. So inhale to come up. And exhale to come out of the pose. And now we're going to move into reclined twist. So if you lay back on the mat, shoulders on the mat, elbow, shoulder blades drawn in. And then on the inhale, bring the right knee in towards the chest, cradle the knee, take the left arm out to the side, palm down, and then on the exhale, take the right knee over to the right side and turn your gaze to the left fingers. Inhale to return to the starting position and come out of the pose. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Your shoulders should be on the floor, and you're trying to bring the right knee down towards the ground on the right side of the body, and you may feel the stretch down the left side of the body. Deep Ujjayi breathing. And with every exhale, try and move deeper into the stretch. Inhale to come out of the pose. And we'll repeat that on the other side. Inhale. Take the right arm out to the side. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to come out. Lady. And then lift and move your body back just to ensure your sit bones are right on the mat. Then inhale, take the arms up over the head, lift up, stretch up, and exhale. Hands to feet. Inhale and exhale. If you can, put your hands on your feet. If not, just wherever your hands reach comfortably to today. Inhale to come up, and exhale to bend into the fold. Inhale, lift up, stretch up, and exhale. And then stay here for a few rounds of breath. So on every inhale, feel the chest rise, lift the chest away from the body. And as you exhale, draw the abdomen in and bend further into the fold. And every exhale, feel the body soften, deepen, stretch. And then slowly, gently come out of the pose. And from here we'll move into Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose. So same starting position. You take the right foot and place it on the inner left thigh. Lift the sit bones again. Inhale to prepare, and exhale, take the hands over the feet. Inhale, lift up, stretch up. Exhale, hands to feet. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. And then we'll stay here for 4 rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, inhale to come out of the stretch. And then we'll repeat that on the other leg. So if you take the left foot and place it on the right upper thigh. Move the sit bones back. Inhale to prepare. And exhale. Inhale, lift up, stretch up, create space. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And you may notice that you can get further into the stretch on one side than the other, and that's absolutely normal because our bodies aren't symmetrical. Inhale and exhale. And then stay here, and I invite you to take 4 rounds of deep Ujjayi breathing. And then when you're ready, slowly, gently come out of the pose. Okay, and now I invite you to lie back into Shavasana. So lying on your back with your feet falling out to the sides, and take a few deep rounds of breath. Breathing naturally, letting your breath return to its natural rhythm. Let your body sink into the ground. And now I invite you to take your awareness to your left foot and your left toes. Breathe into the left toes, into the left foot, and relax the left toes and left foot. Breathe into the left calf and relax the left calf. Breathe into the left thigh and relax the left thigh. Your left leg is relaxed. And now take your attention to your right foot and your right toes. Breathe into your right toes, relax the right toes. Breathe into the right foot and relax the right foot. Breathe into your right calf and relax the right calf. Breathe into the right thigh and relax the right thigh. Your right leg is relaxed. And now moving attention to the left arm. Breathe into the left fingers and relax the left fingers. Breathe into the left hand and relax the left hand. Breathe into the left forearm and relax the forearm. Breathe into the left upper arm and relax the left upper arm. Now taking the attention and focus to the right hand and right fingers. Breathe into the right fingers and relax the right fingers. Breathe into the right forearm and relax the right forearm. Taking the attention to the right upper arm. Breathe into the right upper arm and relax the right upper arm. Now focus on the abdomen. Breathe into the abdomen and relax the abdomen. Breathe into the chest area and relax the chest area. Breathe into your shoulders and relax the shoulders. Taking the attention to the neck. Breathe into the neck and relax the neck. Breathe into the face and relax the face. Relax the jaw. Relax the muscles between the eyes. And taking the attention to the top of your head, the crown chakra. Really release tension, relax the top of your head. Your whole body is relaxed. Your whole body is relaxed into beingness. And just breathe. Let your body sink into the ground. gently start to bring the awareness back into your body. Start to wriggle the toes and twirl the ankles. Start to wriggle the fingers and twirl the wrists. And then slowly, gently, in your own time, turn your body onto the right side into a fetal position on the mat with your head rested on your forearms, and just stay here with your eyes are still closed, and breathe. And slowly, gently bring yourself up back into a seated position on the mat. Your eyes are still closed, and place your palms upright to the ceiling. And just take a few more rounds of breath. And when you're ready, just open your eyes. Thank you for sharing your time and energy with me today. I hope that you take the calmness from this practice into the rest of your day. If you've got any questions, please do reach